Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Getafe cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Ronaldinho. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here? Well, Ronaldinho takes a shot! And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a sharp pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold and Upamecano. He's had it taken off him. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Pass just lacking in accuracy. We expected better, and so did he. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Piqué. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Ronaldinho. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Piqué tries to clear. And we have our very first corner. Header comes in! Defending of the... And the finish! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Edmilson. Getafe do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Edmilson. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard, and he's being shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hazard. And it's Fernandez. Vardiol. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! There's a goal!
And we have liftoff. Liftoff to a higher level, ignited by this most high caliber of players.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's a shade optimistic. No way through there. Modric can see things others simply cannot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Showing good feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Messi. And they've been given a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. That has ended up in no man's land. Guardiola. Hazard. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Getafe go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a promising position. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Could be danger here. Luis Suarez, distributed tidily. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Out of play for a goal kick. Locatelli. And it's Hazard. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's taking no chances there. Modric. Mbappe chasing after it. Messi. Nice bit of trickery.
He's found a way through.
Great chance! Just off target. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's Fernandez. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Oh, good take and a good...
And a chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. And Locatelli. Spread it left. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you...
Oh, shooting chance! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So their 4th corner of the game. Piqué with the clearance. Getafe have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the middle. Araujo clears. And it's Hazard. Good ball, good take. Shot, surely! Now, how often do you see that?
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 5. Ronaldinho. El dorsal 21. Modric.
Locatelli is the guilty party there.
El dorsal 8.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
El dorsal 13. se vaya
Well, it's a nice
ganando el
idea,
cambio
but
de
the
jugadores.
execution was lacking. Lukaku, it's Lukaku! And he hits the net! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Tries to play it through.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Gets into some space. Fired deep to... Oh, what a climb! It's fallen kindly here. Relentless! Just relentless! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So now the difference is 3. He rises! He's got a goal! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Getafe are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? Deco. And time is up. Getafe have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.